Hello, product artists. How inspired are you feeling today? I hope you got to think about our challenge, which was quite an ambitious one. Imagine what the world would look like if people could really know other cultures. Let's dive in to the challenge. So we start by putting the objective front and center. This way we know that we are starting from the correct starting point. We will then break it into 3 other objectives that I mentioned. We want to help people learn about other cultures, understand other cultures, and make informed decisions about other cultures. Now, each one of these 3 objectives is a universe of its own. You can think about infinite possibilities in each one. So we need to pick one. Which one are we going to choose? Let's evoke the strongest link. Which one of this is the most important? Well, learning about other cultures, if you think about it, there is plenty of information laying around. So you can easily find information about other cultures if you want to. Making informed decisions when you're interacting with someone from another culture would come naturally if you understand the other culture to start with. So it seems that really the strongest link is enabling people to really understand other cultures. And now we have to think about other matryoshka opportunities. What would it take to help people understand other cultures? You can argue in thinking about our friend, the sequencing that always helps in ideation. You can think that for people to understand other cultures, they have to understand their past, their present, and even formulate some hypotheses about its future. Wow. Each one of these is also very big to tackle. So which one will you choose? Well, it's very difficult to understand the present and the future of a culture if you don't understand its past. So the past is the strongest link. And how do you enable people from understanding the past of a culture? Well, you make it relatable. You can make it relatable at a national level, local level, and personal level. Which one do you think will help people better understand the culture? Which one, again, is the strongest link? One can argue that if you're able to establish a connection at a personal level between the past of a culture and yourself, you be much more inclined or able to understand it because it touches on aspects you really care about. So the strongest link here is really to connect at that personal level, enable people to connect at the personal level with the past of a different culture. Wow, this sounds pretty transcendental. Well, it's quite novel if you think about it. I don't think there's anything out there trying to establish really this connection between people and in the past and history of other cultures. How would we further tackle this? Now we have an opportunity to focus one that's much more concrete than the big and fuzzy objective that we started with. Now we have to think about concrete jobs that the product we would be developing would be serving. Job number 1, you want to be able to customize the aspects that you care most about. Is it about artists of that culture? Is it about politicians of that culture? What really interests you the most and would have a better chance at touching your personal interests. Job number 2, you need to be able to see that information that was selected according to your interests. Job number 3, you need to be able to save that information so that you can further go back and digest all that's being related to you about that culture. These are the jobs to be done by our product, and our product is going to be very busy. This time I didn't do a search more than 5 minutes on the web to see if there were products already available that tackle some of these aspects, because I didn't want to bias the opportunity mapping. I wanted to be as free and neutral as possible. So let's see, what do we find in the market that somehow addresses these points. Perhaps there's nothing. Perhaps there's something surprising out there that tackles some of these points. Let's see in the next episode. Take care.